Good morning. I just want to make sure I can get this straight. Democrats won't attend Laken Riley's funeral. You may not know who Laken Riley is. You may have heard about the Laken Riley Act. But she was a young woman who was brutally murdered by an illegal immigrant. But they will fly to El Salvador to check in on a suspected MS-13 gang member. That's exactly what's happening. And they may tell you that they're doing this for a family man. Like I care about a family man once you say an illegal or a suspected terrorist, because that's exactly what MS-13 and Tren de Aragua and other gangs are. They're terrorists. But Democrats like Maxwell Frost and Chris Van Hollen, who also screamed at the top of their lungs that Joe Biden needs new legislation. He needs more money to secure the border. And Donald Trump comes in 48 hours, and we have the lowest recorded crossings and interactions ever. Period. But these two are going to book a field trip to visit Kilmer Abrego Garcia, along with Cory Booker, who also wants to get on in the action. If not standing up for 26 hours isn't bad enough and wasting our time, now he wants to take a trip to a prison because Donald Trump wants to deport these people and crack down on people suspected of gang ties. Now, the Supreme Court ruled that his removal was a bureaucratic mistake, a paperwork error. But it doesn't matter. Two courts found that he was to be deported and that there were more than multiple witnesses, including a detective, that stated that he had MS-13 ties and was accused, allegedly, of sex trafficking and other crimes. So what does the left do? Instead of focusing on American victims like Laken, they're booking flights to a mega prison. They couldn't even vote for the Laken Riley Act, let alone visit the border for how long? Well, they can take a field trip over to El Salvador to make sure this guy, this family guy, is okay. You can't make it up, folks. You just can't. And while they're at it, they're still parroting the nonsense that immigrants are 2 times less likely to commit crimes. Right. Except you're leaving out one key element, as you always do, the word illegal. And they're not immigrants. There's no such thing as an illegal immigrant. You're illegal. You're a border crosser. You're a felon. You're a criminal. They already committed a crime by crossing the border illegally. It's in the word. And some of these people are the worst sort. They're repeat offenders, rapists, gang affiliated. They already have prior deportation orders, or they've already been removed and they came across again. So that whole stat is a liberal bedtime story, dress up nice to fit through a child-safe straw so the left doesn't choke on reality or poke themselves in the eye. This isn't compassion. It's political theater, and it's disgusting. It's abysmal. It's abhorrent. They always talk about protecting the marginalized, but the only people they seem interested in defending are criminals from other countries or the ones in this country, and give them gold statues as they're some sort of idol of law and order when they're antithetical to law and order because, once again, they're criminals. They're supposed to represent the citizens. That's why we sent them there. They took an oath to the Constitution and the citizenry of this country, and they are breaking it by harboring, abetting, and defending criminals. This is why they keep losing, and it's why they'll continue to lose. They can't help themselves. They're like a bunch of petulant little kids with a bag of cookies as they stuff their faces, as they bounce off the walls from the sugar high like Lucy balls. And then when they're caught red-handed, they make up stories and lies and try to blame the parent or sister or brother or anyone but themselves. And then with the proverbial crash, they pass out. But the difference is it's our country that will crash. It's our values and our morals and our integrity that will crash when our leaders defend criminals over everyday citizens like you and me. I'll see you at 7 o'clock tonight.